Tim Bader's the name of the band, and they're like Masturbator, and I worked for Howard Stern, and people would show up and scream Masturbator.
Wait, how did you get a job? What? How'd you get the job at Howard Stern?
He was broadcasting out here live and was going to go to the Playboy Mansion at nighttime. So you guys know when you call Howard, you would never get through. The phone would never ring. So he has Heather Locklear on. He's talking about Heather Locklear's feet. So I'm doing the dishes. I call, Stuttering John answers. He goes, what do you want to talk to Howard about? I'm like, women's feet. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm like a doctor of women's feet. And he's like, what? I'm like, evolution toe, hammer toe, lonely hanger, wing foot, monster foot, whatever. He goes, hold on, we're putting you right through. Hey, Howard Stern here. And you're the foot fetish guy, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what do you beat off the women's feet all that? I go, no. I go, I just listened to you talk to Heather Locklear. She's a beautiful girl and a woman's foot is a sexy attribute. Don't paint me to be some psycho. And he's like, okay. So what is evolution toe? I go, it's when this girl's second toe is longer than the big toe.
How do you know this?
That's just bullshit.
Okay.
And he's like, he's what's thumbs up? I'm like, when a girl's foot's too big for open shoeing and it looks like her big toe's giving you the thumbs up. At this point, they're fucking howling. And I go, Howard, I'm the only one that can judge women's feet at the Playboy Mansion.
You said this on camera or on
the phone.
Okay.
I go, I can judge a playmate from head to toe. He's like, Gary, it's sold out. This guy has to come. We got to get him to the Playboy Mansion. Meanwhile, I don't know how to dress. I think I have gray slacks and like a turtleneck. I mean, I looked like a fucking freak, not even trying. So
you wore a turtleneck to the Playboy Mansion?
It was fucking cold. I mean, it was a fucking turtleneck. Anyway.
You're like going to the grotto, like with your...
Yeah, it's sickening. I mean, it's so gross. But Stuttering John comes over and goes, this is your camera operator, Isaac. E Network's going to film you. And he goes, you have to go up to every girl, and no matter what their foot looks like, you have to bash it. And I go, I don't want to do that. No, he goes, what do you mean you don't want to do that? And then he tells Howard, like right there live. And Howard goes, then I'll kick you out of here. I go, okay, I'll do it. At the bar. And I just start bullshitting on these girls' feet. And the crazy thing is, I've seen them all naked in Playboy. You know, I have a subscription. I mean, and these women are stunning.
What are they
saying? And she's like, what are you saying about my feet? They were so defensive.
Okay.
And I mean, I wanted to say, like, you're like the hottest woman on earth. Who gives a shit about your feet? But they went crazy for it. And then how I got my agent was my neighbor is still my hosting agent. I think you guys met Paul maybe. He goes, get that tape from Howard Stern. And E Network edited it as if I was a correspondent and knew what I was doing.
Okay.
And Paul actually got me a reality show called The Messengers, where I was the host. We talked about that.
Yeah.
So I got lucky. It's tricky. You get lucky to get that to happen, but then you get The Messengers and you lose your band's tour. And The Messengers is the creepiest show of 2006, according to Time Magazine, with all the best intentions. Do you see the yin and the yang of my life here?
You like trip up to then fall back.
Correct.
Yes.